Hi everyone, today we are going to learn about how to use the Rally Life Navigator Roadbook Creator tool. This tool has been designed by Hero Motorsports to enable riders like you guys who are interested in learning the art and science of rally navigation to practice and train on your own. But before we get into this tool, we want to clarify that this is just a tool that helps you to create the template. The quality of the roadbook, its accuracy, the level of details, etc., are completely dependent on the person making the roadbook. Also, keep in mind that the most accurate way to make a roadbook is to use this tool to make the first cut and then actually ride on the route one or more times, successively refining your roadbook to make it more accurate. With this out of the way, now let's begin to explore the tool. So when you open the roadbook creator, the first sheet that you will see is an introduction sheet. So this has some of the features of this roadbook creator as well as some explanation on how to use some of these features. But of course, in this video we will be covering all of these features and instructions. The next sheet that you will see is the roadbook template. This is where you can make the actual roadbook. I will come back to this. The next sheet is a collection of lexicons, and the way we have designed this is if you click on any of the lexicon, it will show you the name in the top left corner here. So in case you are unsure of what the lexicon means, you can just have a look at it there, and also from here you can copy paste them into the roadbook as required. And since this is just an open Excel format, you can always copy paste or add your own symbols also if you need them. The next three sheets are different types of pistes and routes. So the idea is if you want to just quick refer some of these intersections, you can just copy them from here and paste them in your roadbook if you don't want to take the effort of drawing them yourself. So coming over to the actual roadbook template, right on the top here you have the roadbook name. So you can change the name to anything you want. The distance is automatically calculated. So once you finish the roadbook, this distance is automatically updated. And you have a description in case you want to add any details for the person who is going to be following this roadbook. So the simplest way to use this roadbook is you can just select any box which you want. You can go to insert, shapes, and you can insert your arrows. So whichever direction you want to guide the people in, you can draw arrows for those directions. If you need to add any lexicons here, or for example any landmarks, you can just come here, you can copy the landmarks and you can paste them here. So this is a simple way of doing it. Or for example, you can also come to these, the ready-made intersections, you can also copy and paste those. The next option onwards, we start getting into some macro functionality. The important thing with macros, you need to remember 2 points. One is that there is always a chance that the macro might crash. So we have tried our best to eliminate all of these issues, but this is just a development format that we have worked up for our internal usage. Of course, now we are offering to share it with you guys. But since it is a development format, there might be any issues. So if in case it crashes, you might lose data. So always make sure you save before running any macro. The other point is the way Excel is designed. Once you run a macro, anything that the macro does cannot be undone. This is a limitation with Excel. So again, for the same reason, in case you might make a mistake or press the wrong button by mistake, always save first so that in case something wrong happens, you can always close the file without saving. That's the only way to undo that. So with that said, let's just see some of the macro functionality. So on the bottom we have two columns of buttons. So the first one on the left is insert waypoint. So you just press this and it adds a new waypoint instruction on the bottom, and it automatically selects the distance cell. Once you click that button, you can just directly type out your distance. The other way, if you're doing it manually, is you can also just select the cells, you can copy them, you can right click and you can insert. So this way, in case you need to add a new waypoint in between, you can always do that. And again, once you want to insert your routes, you always have this option. You can come over to shapes and you can draw the routes. And in this, while using macros, we have some editing options on the right side. So for example, if this is the route, you can select that and say set as route, and it automatically gives you this outline, the blue outline. And similarly, if this is not a route and that is the route, then you can just click on that, say not route, click the other one and set that as the route. And you also have some options to set them as different formats. So for example, let's say this is a main road, you can select that, say set main road, and it changes the format of the line. For inserting of your landmarks, you can again always copy from the lexicon and paste them here. But one way to make it faster is if you right click, you will see some new options here in Excel. So for example, you can insert controls, you can insert cautions, some speed control zones. We have a few navigation nodes also, keep left, keep right, keep straight, etc. And also some landmarks. So for example, to insert a house, you can just say insert landmark and click house, and it inserts a house for you here. So this is a little faster than going to the other sheet and copy pasting. We have some more boxes here on the left. One of them is update colors and boxes, one is clear colors and boxes. So for example, when you click on update colors and boxes, it automatically adds in some of this formatting for you. So for example, any instruction which is less than 300 meters from the next one is automatically turned green, and you also get this arrow. The other functionality is also if you insert a caution, like a double caution, and you update colors, it automatically gives you the underline underneath the distance. Or in case if you want to insert a passage control, you click the box where the passage control needs to go. You can say insert control and passage control. So now when you update colors and boxes, it also gives you this purple box for the passage control as well as a number for the passage control. So this just helps make things faster. The next option is clear colors and boxes. So this just does the opposite of that. Anything that was automatically generated is automatically removed. Anything that was manually placed by you needs to be manually removed. So that is what this next box is for, which says clear selected box. So you can just click on this and say clear selected box, and it deletes any items inside that. So that is another way of making the work faster. The third option is we have what we call an editing menu. So you can click on this button that says open editing menu, or another way to do it, for example, if you're on another part of the worksheet and you need to open the editing menu, you can just right click and there's an option here that says open editing menu. So this is the editing menu that we have designed. It has 3 tabs. On the first tab, you have buttons which have the same names and same functionalities of the buttons that you see here. One difference here is when you want to insert a new waypoint, you can also add the distance here before inserting. So for example, if I want the next waypoint at 1.5, I can enter 1.5 kilometers and I can say insert, and it inserts the new waypoint at 1.5. The other option is I can add the distance here and I can just press enter, and it also adds it at that distance. The next option here is format route. So on format route, you see some of the same buttons that you see on the right side. Some 2 added buttons here are draw line and draw curve. So by clicking this, it automatically selects Excel's line drawing tool. So you can just quickly draw lines. So just click once to put the first point, click once to put the second point, and you can draw as many as you want. When you're done, you can just double click or you can press escape and it finishes the line. Similarly, if you need to insert a curve, you can click on draw a curve, click for the first point, click for the second point, and as you move it around, you can see the direction in which the arrow curves. Again, you can double click, and in Excel you always have this option that you can right click and edit points. So in case the shape is not exactly what you're looking for, you can move this around, or you can add new points in between, for example. And then the other functions work the same, where you can set as a road, you can set as a route, or you can do some other kind of formatting. And these buttons always work in parallel. So for example, instead of going back to roadbook control to insert the next waypoint, you can always just click here insert waypoint and it adds a new waypoint for you. And from this format route tab, you also can insert some of these controls and waypoints also. So for example, if you can just select the box and you click on the button and it inserts that for you. Just ensure that you have a box selected. If you have a shape selected and you try to insert, it does not do anything. Another button that you see here is for the cap. So you can type out your cap reading here. So for example, let's say 125, and you can click on cap and it inserts the cap heading for you. Or if you want it to be faster, you can just type out your cap and you can press enter and it enters it into whichever cell is selected. Another option that we have here is, for example, we have the DZFZ box. So and we have the speed also, which you can set here manually. So when you insert the DZFZ, if you press enter on the speed, it does not do anything because the same speed is used for both DZ and FZ. So you can enter the speed, you can select the box where you want the DZ to start, and you can press DZ and it enters the DZ box and your speed. And when you need to enter your FZ, you can come down to that box. The speed always remains the same, it does not change unless you change it manually, and you can click FZ and it adds both the FZ and the speed zone. With this, for example, if you update colors and boxes, again you see that the different controls have the colors changed, but the DZ box, the orange box, is only on the DZ. You need to manually extend this up to the end of the FZ because Excel cannot automatically find out where this zone ends, so this needs to be done manually. The third tab here is for lexicons. So if you select that, you see some collection of lexicons here. So the first tab has notes, so you can just quickly, you can select this, and to insert a note you need to double click. So if you double click on the note, it inserts it into the box. If you're unsure of what the notes mean, you can just mouse over the notes and it gives you an explanation. One of the notes here is these distance boxes. So if you need to insert the distance box, again we have an option here for you to type out a custom distance. So for example, let's say it's 250 meters. I want the instruction in this box, so I select this box. And in this case, if I want to show this as a horizontal distance, I can choose this as a horizontal distance and I can double click and it inserts the distance here for me. And then I can move it around, resize it or rotate it as per requirement. The next tab in lexicons is my hazards, and in hazards we have again a collection of hazards. If you want to manually add a speed control notification here, you can either copy paste this or you can just edit the speed here, and also you can double click and it adds the speed for you. If you want to insert cautions, you have the option here to insert your cautions. And similarly you have again landmarks. So again this has a certain collection of landmarks. If for example you want to insert a house, you can just double click and wherever you selected, a house gets inserted there. If you want to insert multiple houses for instructions like between houses, you can double click that, it inserts. And these are a grouped symbol, so you can always select the group, you can select one individual house and you can move these houses around individually in case this is not the exact location of the houses that you are trying to show. So this saves some time rather than having to manually add each house. And the last button here is a button that says show more, and if you click this, it takes you to the lexicon sheet. So anything that you could not find in the lexicon, you can copy paste it from here. So these are three ways of working with the Roadbook format. One is to manually insert, one is you have some buttons and some right click inserting, and the third is using the editing menu. But of course you can also always use them in parallel, all three together. So for example, you can have the Google Earth open on one side, you can have this open, and to explain it I showed it in a zoomed in way, but you can always zoom out to make it a little smaller, just how much you need to see, so that way you can see more instructions on the screen. And this can be your setup. So for example, you can do a lot by having just this screen open this much. So you can insert your waypoints from here, you can type out your distance using these options, you can add your routes, and you can also format your routes. and you can right click to add landmarks. So all of this can be done from a single screen without having to change tabs. Of course, if you need to change tabs, you can always do that. Let me add one more waypoint here. So for example, you can again, in one of these options is the finish. So you can click on that, and when you want to export, there's a button here right at the end that says prepare for export. So when you click on this button, it automatically adds the formatting and sets your page limits and asks you, do you want to export as PDF? So if you say no, it just presents you this to do what you want. Or if you say yes, it automatically saves this out as a PDF and also opens it out for you. So this is the prepared PDF which you can then share. So this is an overview of how to use the Rally Life Navigator Roadbook Creator tool. So hope you enjoy, stay safe and race the limits.